I realized I've done a lot of videos down at the creek. And if you go down to the creek by the living waters, it's where God can meet you and give you understanding when you're obedient. And let me tell you, it's not an easy road. That's how you know people. Some people go through fiery trials to refine them. And when those fiery trials are going on, what is revealed on people truly in the heart cometh from the mouth. So, if you spoke negatively and judged people without righteous judgment, you need to amend your ways and your doings before it is too late. It's a warning. I did a video called God's Shekinah Glory, and I gave a testimony of my witness. You see, God will allow you to understand and give you informed consent. He will not allow you to be held accountable without being informed. There's only one that's a trickster. There's only one that goes against one's will without being informed. See, in the medical field, we call it informed consent. And if you do something without informed consent, you get in a lot of trouble. Don't believe me? Just ask some of the people that have been through it. I can't give witness to that. But I think if they see the video that I'm making, they'll completely understand. You see, when the lands change, us and also the physical earth, things that were hidden can be revealed. So, tells us in the Word to look and seek. Because if you seek, you shall find. Well, those grapes are done. So now what time is it? The revealing of the roots. The final judgment. So what I want you to understand, what God has given to me, and I'm talking about the Father. I am not talking about no man, and I ain't talking about somebody who's a spirit that is not right with the Father. That's deception and a lie from the pits of hell. You see, informed consent was not given. People walked blindly, believing man and his lies. Because there is no informed consent, they cannot be held accountable according to God's standards of the earth. When I said render your heart and not your garment, I just realized they rendered their heart. Did they render their garment? Oh yeah. Have many paid that price for depending on man? Oh yeah. Because they wanted you to be afraid of the living Father that will give you a crown of life. Now, because it was been by deception, you cannot be held accountable, which is why she walked the path of Jesus. And I saw God's Shekinah glory over her. You see, the teacher's silent during the test of what you're made of. So I think the big thing right now is you better start apologizing and making things right with those that you condemned, just as Jesus, saying that we were going to slaughter people, cull people, because we didn't believe in man. He tricked you. The Father can forgive decisions you've made and things that you've spoke if you make it right. You see, the crown of life comes from the Father. And there's only one enemy that can't stand the Father. A lot of the deception that has gone on is unearthed. You can see it in the land. And there's going to be a whole lot more unearthed by their own mouth, because they have to confess to remain, extend their time. But it won't be the way it was. In not doing so, there's a penalty for not obeying the Father's commands. You see, right now I see a lot of people feel like they're losing their mind. And you know, one time I saw, during a stroke, of the blockage that was there, and only half the brain lit up. Well, when the blockage was removed, man being like God, and then put that dye back in, let me tell you, the brain lit up and it looked like a tree. And it reminds me, now that I'm talking about it, of the burning bush with Moses, burning out all of the lies, but not consuming the bush. You know, if you feel like your head's on fire and feel like bells are ringing, or anything with the brain, headaches, severe headaches that disable you, it reminds me of the burning bush. It burns away the lies, but it won't consume the bush. There's a monarch butterfly. You can't tell me God does not work. You have to see it. He loves you no matter what you've done. He just wants you to return to Him. His love passes all understanding that we could even think of. He's faithful and true. And just as Psalm 37 told us, oh my goodness, there it goes again. The meek inherit the earth. What's removed are lies and evil and wickedness. And the only thing that remains is God's word.